Yeah, hello?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
All right, so can you remind me what we're supposed to go through today?
I've sent you on WhatsApp the images. We're doing photosynthesis. We do photosynthesis today.
Uh-huh, sure.
The next chapter.
Just a sec. Let me just quickly go through my email then. Uh, okay, I'm not sure if I received them.
Oh no, they're on WhatsApp. Okay, I'll send them on email then. Give me one
Yes,
second.
please.
Yeah, I've sent it.
All right, just a second. Okay, we can go through this. So, it has the process of photosynthesis in it and the adaptations of the leaf to the process of photosynthesis. Um, okay.
Yeah.
So do you want me to go through the book or should I
Yeah, if you could go through the book since like I checked with my teacher again and she said like you can go through PowerPoints and stuff, but like if you go through the book it's like the best curriculum wise thing.
yeah,
Since like it's the syllabus that we're following, so
sure.
everything here is what we basically need to know.
Okay. So are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So
After the 8.1, there's also rate of photosynthesis. We can also do that. I can also send you that after.
yeah, sure. Once we finish this.
And then for tomorrow we could do how plants use glucose and making the most of photosynthesis. And then we'll be done with the photosynthesis topic.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay. So what is photosynthesis? So photosynthesis is just a process by which green plants they make their own food. Now photosynthesis it occurs as a result of certain conditions, there are certain limitations to photosynthesis. We'll go through them and we'll see how the process is carried out and so on. So think about human beings. How do we intake
Yep.
nutrition or how do we collect our food? We intake nutrition from various sources, right? We don't make our own food.
Yeah.
We
We
don't
don't. Yeah.
produce it in our body, but green plants are able to make their own food because they contain a green substance, which is called chlorophyll. And these chlorophyll is
Hmm.
found in certain in the cell organelles called chloroplasts. They contain these green substance. And the job
Hmm.
of this green substance is to trap sunlight. And that sunlight, the light energy is used for the process of photosynthesis. Well, if I go into details, we use that sunlight to break down water molecules. The process is called autolysis, but you don't have these things in at this stage. So we can really, skip that part and stick to what the book says. So if I read from this line, can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
Okay, so this energy is then transferred to convert carbon dioxide from the air plus water from the soil into a simple sugar called glucose. Okay, so what we do here is we take carbon dioxide, I mean, like not we, the plant, the plant
Yeah.
takes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through the stomata of the leaves. So, there are small openings in the lower epidermis of the plant's leaf.
Hmm.
And carbon dioxide is able to enter through the stomata, and that carbon dioxide is used, and also it uptakes water through the roots, right, from the soil. That water is also used in the process, and these two, along with the light energy that has been trapped by the chloroplast, is used to convert the carbon dioxide and water into a very special sugar called glucose. And glucose is a simple sugar. Um,
Hmm.
and if you look at the equations here, you'll see that carbon dioxide plus water, that's what we're talking about, in the presence of light, turns into glucose plus
Yep.
oxygen. And that is why we say that photosynthesis, the process of photosynthesis, is essential for us human beings also, because we intake that oxygen. And that is why we encourage the we encourage people to plant trees, and we encourage the growth of green plants in order for
Hmm.
balanced and healthy environment. So moving on to this part, like this paragraph where it says photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction. Now, what does the word endothermic mean? Do you remember from like your previous,
Endothermic, it exothermic releases energy to the
right?
environment. That's
And
and
endothermic is the
so
opposite.
endothermic is,
It
yeah,
takes
it like,
away energy from the environment, right?
yeah, yeah, it doesn't really displace, but yeah, it takes away. I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna say displace it, but it doesn't displace.
So if you read from the second line, it says the energy transferred from the environment, which means it takes energy from the environment, when the bonds
Hmm.
holding carbon dioxide and water are broken, is
Dioxide and water
more
are broken,
than transferred back to the environment.
transferred back into the environment.
Yeah, so the
Hmm.
energy taken up is more than the energy given out, right? So
Hmm.
why do we need this energy? This extra energy is required for the reaction to take place from the environment. Reaction to take place is transferred from the environment by the light. Okay, so it says that the light energy basically is a supplier of the energy that is required for these endothermic
Hmm.
reactions to take place, all right?
Yep.
So that's the concept. Now, you know the raw materials. Can you name the raw materials for photosynthesis?
You need carbon dioxide and water
Yes, and you need to know where we get them from. We
and sunlight. Yeah,
carbon dioxide
yeah, from trees.
from the atmosphere, not trees.
Well, yeah. Oh,
From
my
the
bad. Yeah,
atmosphere.
atmosphere.
And how does it enter into the green plant?
There's a green substance in the plant called chlorophyll,
No, no, no.
which
I'm
absorbs
referring
it.
to carbon dioxide. How does carbon dioxide enter inside green plants? Carbon dioxide,
Um,
the gas. How do you think it enters?
oh, it enters through the holes in the leaf, the
Yeah,
stomata.
exactly. And what about water?
Water enters through the roots.
Mm-hmm. And how is light energy being trapped?
There's a substance in the leaf called chlorophyll, which traps sunlight.
Yeah, okay, you're good to go then. So,
Okay.
why do we call photosynthesis an endothermic reaction?
Because it intakes more energy than it gives out energy.
Yep, okay. So if you look at the equation, you should be able to balance the equation as 6CO2, 6H2O in the presence of light, and the
Mm-hmm.
Formula for glucose is C6H12O6 plus 6O2. Okay, so there's a 6 in front of everything except the glucose. All right, so
Yeah.
any questions from here?
No, I think that's okay.
Okay, so do you want me to write down anything for you, or do you want me to like
Yeah, here.
for you?
Yeah, I'll write down some notes now.
Okay.
Looking at the checklist here, I'll just go through it again. I mean, I need to know how plants get the materials they need for growth. I
Mm,
can state the word equation, why plants need light to carry out photosynthesis, describe how the leaf is adapted, write down balanced simple equations. I can describe an experiment to prove that plants carry out photosynthesis. I don't know.
okay,
An experiment. Okay.
so like, do
Okay,
you
so I
want?
think
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if, I just need to make notes on those and that stuff. So I'm able to do that.
Yeah, okay. So do you want me to like
So how would you say like plants get their material and that they need for growth? Like how would you like actually like state it in like sentences?
can you repeat the question, please? How do?
So like yeah, how do plants get materials they need for their growth? How
Oh,
would you like make it into like
so the
really
question
good
is
sentences?
somewhat like this, that how do plants collect their raw material, or how do they get supply of their raw materials? So
Yeah.
are you able to see the whiteboard?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see the whiteboard.
Okay, so green plants, or you can say carbon dioxide enters green plants through the stomata and in the lower epidermis of the leaves. Carbon dioxide enters the leaves through the process of diffusion. Okay. So basically, when there's a very high concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and
Yep.
higher than that inside, the concentration is higher than that inside of the green plant, then it diffuses from the atmosphere to the leaves. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And so for water, it just simply just enters through the soil. Water basically enters from the roots, right, of the plant.
Yes. Okay, moving on to water molecules. Water enters the green plant through the roots. Uh, process. Green pigment. Chlorophyll. Used by. So the process requires the green pigment chlorophyll produced by cell organelles, chloroplast. Now, why do we need the green pigment, chlorophyll? It's needed to trap.
So wait, the process of water entering through the soil also requires chlorophyll as well?
Mhm.
But isn't chlorophyll only needed to trap sunlight, since it
Oh,
traps sunlight?
are you talking about the chlorophyll being needed for the entrance of water? No. I'm just stating.
Oh, okay, so separately. Okay, no, I thought you where it says water enters the green plant through the roots. I thought after that that's the same thing. Okay,
It's like a different paragraph.
okay,
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
and chlorophyll is needed
So
to trap
pretty
sunlight.
much that. These are the requirements basically. And moving on to. Okay, would you please write that down first?
Yeah, and I also sent the other page, the second page of this 8.1 as well. It should be next to this one. So organelles. Yeah, I've written that down. And I also need to write down that it's also an endothermic reaction, right?
You also need to write down it's an endothermic reaction. Yes, I'll be making a note for that. But are you done with this part?
Okay. Yeah, I'm written that down.
Okay, just a
Yeah.
second. Okay, so why does the process of photosynthesis require wide energy? Process of photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction. More
Wait,
energy.
can you explain
Mhm.
okay, you can just write it down first.
More energy is required to break required from the atmosphere to break the bonds. Oops, wait, just a second. H2O. Energy that is released to the atmosphere and thus now this energy is supplied by the light energy trapped by chlorophyll and the sunlight. Okay. You had a question, I suppose. Can you Please let me know.
No, it was clear now.
Okay.
When you finished the answer, it got clear.
Okay, wonderful. So, pretty much that, and also you need to know that the products of photosynthesis, the main product is the main product is oxygen. Sorry, the main
Yep,
product is glucose.
glucose, yeah, and
Glucose, right?
water
Main
and
product is
oxygen.
the main product is glucose, but also there's another product which is oxygen. And the oxygen is very important for us human beings. So we need to
Hmm.
write that down as well.
Okay. So the products are CO2 and
All right.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I've written that down. Now we can move on to the leaf adaptations.
All right. So I'll start a new meeting because this will end anyways, okay?
Okay, I'll rejoin them.
Mm-hmm.